And why I came to this hawker center? Because Daniel Ricciardo was here. I hope so, it's not photoshopped picture. It's real? Daniel Ricciardo? It's real or fake?
Come on.
That's real, right?
Yay.
Exactly, that's real. Okay, I will choose you to have it this other. Hello!
Welcome to Singapore.
Welcome to Singapore! I'm going now to the Newton Hawker Center, guys. Hawkers in Singapore, simply street food or street food court, the place where it's just selling the street food, like huge places, and one of the biggest one is in Newton. This is exactly the place where they film Crazy Rich Asians movie, if you watch it. Here we go, just arrived to the Newton. That's how it looks like. On the middle, on the open air, you have tables, you can see it, and everywhere around there are buildings where they're selling food. Starting from the front, we have a satires, any other food. Actually, that's much food options here, as it's unbelievable. I have to get closer to show you one by one. Basically, you can find so much food here around. Everybody will find something for yourself, starting from the satay, finishing with any kind of rice dishes, up to noodles. You have also drinks, seafood, and many other things. Yummy chicken wings, like this one, satay, starting from 70 cents. I like this one. Hello. I like this one so much. Drinks. This is actually unbelievable how many selection of dishes you have here. I cannot name them, all of them, but it's just simply so many. You have to have a look, and you have to come here by yourself, starting from the noodles, finishing by the meats, seafood, everything you can find around. I think it's a little bit quiet still because it's not dark yet. Oyster omelette, this is popular in this market, I think, in Newton. Each market is also, each hawker center is popular for some certain dish. However, you can find everything. But yeah, oyster omelette. This is something what I should try, but suddenly I don't like oyster. But so if you like it, that's the prices and that's how it looks like. I'm gonna try this satay. They are for 70 cents per pieces, minimum per order, so $7. And why I came to this hawker center? Because Daniel Ricciardo was here. I hope so, it's not photoshopped picture. It's real? Daniel Ricciardo? It's real or fake?
Come on.
That's real, right?
Yay.
Exactly, that's real. Okay, I will choose you to have it this other. Hello!
Welcome to Singapore.
Welcome to Singapore! Alright, I just got my satay. Looks like this, table 308. Always remember to write the table. Meanwhile, let's see how many people are eating everywhere around. So many people from all around the world, literally. And it's going busier and busier when it's going more darker and darker. If you're coming more than one person, like 2 people, it's good to order 3-4 dishes and share together. It looks definitely much better than only small satay for me. But I'm going to show you another food course, so I cannot eat so much. See you on another spot. Just interesting fact, guys, as in Singapore you can see so many green spots, empty land like over there, and this is specially planned for the further future developments, guys. Probably one day there will be something, but now they're keeping for the future. All right, here we go. This is the another hawker center now in the mall. This is where I had a place, exactly where I had the last time, the Laksa, but if you watch my previous video you know that. And you have so many other selections of the food, starting from the bakery, many things. So it's a little bit more variety here, except just the very local food. Also, I don't know what is it actually. I'm always curious what is it. Some sort of, I guess. And you have more also like restaurants here, but pretty affordable prices. And also you can find McDonald's, Pizza Hut, stuff like this if you're carving for more Western food around, not only local. Because of course Singapore is very international. And if you come ever to McDonald's in Singapore, you will feel what's new. And they have salmon Hokkaido burgers. Check this out. This is only here. I never heard about a salmon burger in my life. I'm gonna buy it. and I'm gonna go for the double one. Also, the menu here is actually very nice and very Western, except the salmon burger. There is no nasi here, so no rice, but so many nice burgers in McDonald's. Hokkaido salmon burger for $12, large meal. Oh, I have to open it. Looks very nice, and it's actually real salmon fillet inside. And I came here thanks to the G-Position. He's the Japanese influencer YouTuber here in Singapore. He got, I think, sponsored by McDonald's to promote this. So I'm your customer. By the way, I wish I can make a YouTube video with you once, either in the hawker center or wherever we can make some collab together. Also highly recommended YouTuber if you would like to watch more about Singapore on daily basis. Currently he's in Japan, in Osaka. However, he will come back very shortly. Meanwhile, that's the McDonald's in Singapore. Or you can come and perhaps having a nice Turkish kebab, because it's also Turkish people selling kebabs here. So nice. Also selling food here. I'm gonna order one standard kebab. But if you don't like kebab, you can have I don't know what's this even cuisine. There are so many cuisines from all around the world here. This is like a nasi champur, but Indian food, I think. Or some dishes here. Also, they are very cheap actually. You can have like nasi lemak for $2.70 only, which is actually very cheap. It's actually, could say it's cheaper than I think it's actually even cheaper than nasi champur in Indonesia, and looks actually very similar. This looks actually very similar. Bakery or any other dishes. This looks like a Chinese dumplings, something like that. And the kebab is making here, and the kebab will be for me somewhere here. This is it. Today is my last day in Singapore, guys. In the past 10 days, I showed you as much as I could. I walked so many kilometers across Singapore. My legs are so painful, but now tomorrow at 1 p.m. I have a flight to another country in Southeast Asia. At the end of the video I'm gonna tell you where, and today I'm gonna talk about all what you need to know about Singapore, how to come, what to do, where to eat, attractions, and many more. So I come to Singapore by Scoot. This is the budget airline with I paid 1.1 million, which is about 110 Singaporean dollar, including the 20 kg of luggage. Of course, you need to be fully vaccinated if you don't want to quarantine over here. If you have a one dose, I think you have to quarantine for 7 days, self-isolation. You have to have insurance, travel insurance, including the coverage of, you know what, C19 for $30,000. I paid for insurance about 40 Singaporean dollars for 100k. And also you have to, 3 days before departure, you have to submit a SG arrival card, and then you have to take yourself a PCR test 48 hours before your flight. When you arrive to Singapore, you just go to immigration, give the passport, fingerprints, and no more questions asked. And then you just go and enjoy the Singapore. All the documents, they was only checking in Bali airport before, before check-in. So it's very easy, and it's the big stamp up Singapore to make it so easy to come here right now. When you arrive to Singapore, you need to know how to moving around. In Singapore, you can use the taxis, you can use the Grab, or this is like Uber in other countries. You can use the MRT, which is the metro system, or you can use the buses, and of course you can walk. So many actually nice walk paths around. I talk about that more when I arrive to the Changi airport, more detailed. Highly recommended to using the metro system, MRT. I paid for the special passes $10 per day, or one ride costs you about $1, but if you travel a lot like me, better to having like a passes. You can buy one for $38 in airport, or you can buy later on any other stations for $20 for 3 days. It's very actually affordable. MRT system in Singapore working so well, so punctual, and it's super clean, guys. If you want to use the taxis, the starting fare is about $4 or $4.50, and then some cents by the kilometer. However, it's each ride gonna cost you approximately $6, $7, $10 or more, and it's pretty the same price for the Grab or any online taxis in Singapore. Buses, like these buses who are just behind me passing on the street, I usually use only sometimes whenever I'm going to the MRT stations, like in the last hotel, Orchard. Actually, next to my hotel is the bus station. I jump to the bus, one station, and I just drop next to the MRT station going down. So easy, save you a little bit walking. However, not really recommended to going to the certain points because they usually go around and it's a little bit complicated to navigate, and MRT is just simply faster. Next thing is accommodations, guys, hotels. In Singapore you cannot find Airbnb because by the law, people who own the accommodations like condominiums or something, they are not allowed to renting short terms. If you want to rent a condominium or any other kind of apartment like this, you have to rent for at least 1 month, but usually it's 2 or 3 months, so it's no Airbnb. However, there's so many hotel selections, from the premium hotels like a Raffles Hotel or Marina Bay Hotel, which is probably the best hotels in Singapore, to the budget hotels. I used to stay in this occasion mostly in the budget hotels, hotels. First one was Villa Vendor, then Hotel 81 Cozy in Chinatown, Hotel 81 Bugis in Bugis, and Grand Orchard in Singapore, obviously. They are all clean, no matter of what budget of hotel you're gonna have it. However, if you ask me which hotel was the best, Villa Vendor was very nice because was less than $100 per night, actually $100 per night, Singaporean, but underneath was so many food options, McDonald's, kebabs, local food, any kind of hawkers, and underneath was the MRT station, so saved me a lot of time of transportation, especially of walking. And even if it was rainy, you just go down to the MRT station and go. Hotel 81 Cozy and Bugis, I used to try them, however I think I will not try anymore because you just pay less, $15–20, but the quality of the hotel is really very budget. They are very clean. Of course, no matter of what hotel you're gonna have in Singapore, they will be super clean. However, very old, very small, and location also quite far from the MRT station, so a lot of walking. Hotel Grand Central, when I'm staying last night, right now, I think is the best. I used to stay in this hotel already many times. The biggest, the most comfortable, very nice view on this occasion. However, sometimes the view is worse, looking for the other hotels. $120, $20–30 more, however, premium location. So as the conclusion about the accommodation, if you're really on budget, you can stay in the hotel groups of Hotel 81 or Ibis budget. And if you really want to have a safe few dollars, I highly recommend you to stay in Geylang, which is a little bit of the red light district. However, it shouldn't be any problem. There is the cheapest accommodation in full Singapore. Also the food prices are a little bit cheap. However, you have to know, as there is about 1 kilometer of distance to the MRT stations from the hotels. Next will be food, probably the most important thing in Singapore. Food in Singapore is actually pretty cheap. You can find the cuisines from literally all around the world. When I used to stay and strolling around Chinatown, there was even restaurants like Caribbean restaurants, Mediterranean. But in every hawker center, you're gonna find Asian food. You can find so many beautiful, so many nice, tasty kebabs. Usually people who are selling there, they are Turkish or Lebanese. So there's very authentic and it's really nice. Also so much Indian food and many more. McDonald's is also pretty cheap actually in Singapore, and well, any other food courts on the mall will be also very affordable. You easily could find a meal for $5, sometimes less, sometimes more. You shouldn't pay more than $10, but if you would like to dine in the restaurants, yeah, that will be like no limits of this, especially in the fancy restaurants. Alcohol, well, Singapore I think is not the best place for drinking alcohol. However, the beers you should have for about $10 per one beer. After that, drinks $1, $2, $3, depends what you are buying. 7-Eleven is on every corner, vending machines also, so you shouldn't have a problem with the food. Next, another thing what you have to know, there are apps. Sure, you will need to have a Grab. Grab as Uber for the transportation wherever you want to order taxi or the car, anyhow. Another one will be MRT Map. and special app when you can type from which station you're going to which station you are heading to, and there will be there already prepared the route, what you have to show, what you have to go, which color of the line, what's the name of the line, and which direction. So it's very easy to commute. You don't need to read the map. However, if you look into the map, it's a little bit complicated. But if you are familiar with the MRT stations, metro stations in any other countries, you should handle it. However, if not, you can use the app. It's very easy. And basically, this is the 3 apps what I use. Also, very interesting fact: if you're looking to pay by card in Singapore, it's good to having a contactless card. Everywhere you go, they will ask for that. However, cash is pretty easy place. Almost every place will accept the cash, so shouldn't be a problem with that. Another things, attractions. Singapore have really a lot of to see and to offer to you guys. I spent here 10 days. I make 10 videos. I try to show you as much as possible. However, I still have ideas for upcoming weeks to making videos in Singapore. If you're gonna look on the internet, people are gonna say in Singapore is more than enough in 1-2 days. I will disagree with that. Singapore have a lot of to see. There is something more than just the mall and Marina Bay. However, Marina Bay is beautiful and malls are really nice, but it's really a lot of to show you guys, a lot of to see. I spent 10 days, highly recommended to stay here at least 3, 4, 5 days, depends how much time you have and how your budget is allowed for that. However, definitely I will coming back in upcoming weeks, months, maybe with Winnie, so will be more and more to show you around. And the last thing, flying out of Singapore. Okay guys, I'm flying tomorrow to Vietnam. I was in Bali, then I was in Singapore, so like a really beautiful city, clean and perfect. And now I'm gonna go to Vietnam to show you the real Asian vibe. To flying to Vietnam, now you can have, if you are fully vaccinated, you just need to have an antigen test and flight ticket, insurance for $10,000, and that's it. And you are flying. I will probably make a video in Vietnam about that. So it's very easy. After that, you don't need to have actually anything else. Of course, it's good if you are fully vaccinated, so you will not quarantine anywhere. If you would like to travel to Bali, perhaps you need to have a PCR 48 hours. This is like currently right now. Wherever you travel, you have to follow the informations, the requirements. I found the one clinic in the one of the malls. I'm gonna put the name of the screen. Also very important tip, I book it online, appointment. I just arrive. Is it just the clinic in the mall? You make a test, pay by cash, and it's very easy. Very interesting tip. Just tip, if you're gonna use the same clinic in case, just remember this clinic is small shop in the mall, actually on the 5th floor. You're looking for the number 89. Took me 10 minutes to find this, so you're not gonna have to make the same mistake as me, because the Google map gonna show you different location in different actually building. And well guys, that's it. Basically that's it. My trip to Singapore. I hope so you enjoyed the series. Whenever you're traveling to Singapore, you know what to do. I hope so it was helpful and informative enough. Tomorrow will be travel vlog and then will be another adventure. So I hope so you will still be with me. After that, I'm coming to Bali, to home as always, because maybe some of you don't know, Bali is my actually first home, not second home, as my wife is from Bali. So I always gonna coming back to Bali, guys. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow on next one. See ya. Take care.